Hey, yo, it's Dominic D'Angelo. It's Rumor and Innuendo. I'm of adfreeshows.com, podcast, Heat Wrestling, and Studio One Sports.com. I'm here with Mr. Robert Karplis, WD Creative _ish. It's a Thursday. Happy Thursday to you, Robert.
Happy Thursday. Yeah, I didn't get to log in until the countdown had already started, so I was not prepared for how loud Dom was going to be,
Sorry.
or how turned up my headphones were. So I'm seeing stars right now, and one place I don't think I saw stars was on last night's episode of Dynamite, but we'll get there in a moment. We'll say hi to the folks joining us. Cammy Star says, after morning all, who didn't have Ciampa going all elite on their bingo card? This guy right here, Willie Thornbrew, says, back again for another riveting edition of Rumor and Innuendo. Still looking for something interesting to watch on Thursday night television. Probably a shot that he's taking at TNA, though I believe the new season of Shrinking came out yesterday, so that's probably what I'll be watching this evening.
I need to tune into that. I love Harrison Ford.
You haven't seen Shrinking at all?
No, it's an Apple Plus show, right? I don't have
Apple Plus. Oh, that is a treat right there. There's a couple good things. I'm that pluribus. Keep wanting to add the E in front of it. Good show as well.
Hey, real quick, is Harrison Ford good in that though?
Like, Harrison Ford's excellent. It's the best Harrison Ford I've seen in quite some time. Like, he actually gives a hoot.
That's awesome. Okay,
so it's fun to watch because he's a good actor who made the mistake of winding up in a movie that he couldn't escape for a very, very long time, and it's tough. And every time he tries to reinvent himself, people look at him and they're always going to be like, "That's the dude from 6 Days, 7 Nights."
That's the dude from Witness. Witness is a great movie.
Witness is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's the guy from Regarding Henry.
Yes,
we could keep going down this path.
We really
says, good after morning, R&I. TK must have been chomping at the bit for his latest signing. That was quick. Wanna Breeze says, hello, R&I. Made it just in time for the countdown. He and I both, Devin Dowling, who I hope the family's doing better, said, Ayo. Someone who wrote,
that's Ray Owens. Never mind. I'm sorry.
So it's fine. Devin Allen says, Dynamite was good in my opinion. Main event was awesome. Mox and Kenny had the exact same match though. Yes.
And that's not a bad thing. And I don't think it is.
I also feel incredibly old. 69305 said, new Poppy album just dropped. So WWE's PLE music is set for the next 2 years. Miss when PLE themes actually hit, like Rock Austin at WrestleMania 17. I have no idea what Poppy is. I thought that was a soda brand.
I think that's what 6ix9ine means. Is like, we don't know who that is.
I don't know anybody.
I had a huge, when you were not here the one day, I had a huge discussion about how key music is for pro wrestling. And I think both AEW and WWE are missing the boat on like making music resonate with people, whether that's video packages or theme music or anything to that. I think it's such a huge misstep that both companies are currently making, and it's been a long overdue that they need a Jim Johnston like person to really, I don't know, get music that resonates with people.
There was a first of all, I always love the Armageddon song that WWE made, like The End Is Here or whatever it was. That was a damn good song.
Yeah, there's like that sticks with you. Like we still talk about Limp Bizkit My Way. Like 26, is it 25 years? It's going to be this year.
There was the best wrestling theme that I've heard over the last many years now. I want to make sure I get this one correct. It was by Kit, and it was called No Mercy. Great song for a video pack. Like, it built perfectly. It was intense. It got loud. I was like, I dug the hell out of that song. I was like, this is really good. Very rarely do you get that with a wrestling video package. And it made sense for a little while. Like, this is a good way to reach an audience. And it would be like, hey, here's the new Papa Roach song or the new Evanescence song or whatever. Like, a lot of bad music was being promoted there, but it's like you got a captive audience. It's been great to see the number of younger fans who learned about Living Color because of CM Punk,
right?
And his previous song, This Fire Burns, was originally given to Randy Orton and then taken away from him. in one of my favorite pieces of video footage that used to exist because I produced it. I don't know where it sells. We did a fake pay-per-view in New Zealand.
Okay.
So we turned it into it was Road to WrestleMania pay-per-view because we filmed a house show and they're like, can we turn it into a special? And we gave Randy that song. And Randy comes out and he knows we're taking it from him. So as he's walking down to the ring, he goes to the camera, I effing love this song. Thank you. Just to really Saliva could call out.
Hmm.
2005 SummerSlam when I was there. It was that Ladies and Gentlemen song. That was a catchy tune.
I can't remember that, but this is kind of off. This is definitely off topic. How much fun would you have had writing for Southpaw Championship Wrestling? Like all those skits and stuff like that. Would you have enjoyed
that would have been the dream in life. Southpaw Regional Wrestling was so that's right in my wheelhouse. Instead, I launched a fake burner X account, kind of like Tony Khan. Can we talk about this story?
This is over my head. I don't know what you're talking about here. So fill me in.
So
I don't know how I missed it.
Supposedly, allegedly, the rumor and innuendo. There was this guy who was a talent agent of some sort who got removed from his job because of Tony Khan. There's a lot of machinations to it that he claims Tony Khan had a burner account that was like Ron with a whole bunch of numbers after it, that tweeted a lot of pro AEW stuff, a lot of very insidery business things that only somebody within an NFL team and within AEW would have known, potentially some anti-Zionist tweets that were put out of this. Like, this is crazy incendiary stuff. Would not surprise me if Tony Khan didn't have a burner account that he was using, which has been an accusation that they've made against AEW, that they've used data farms and that they've created a lot of accounts to create this fake buzz online.
I don't know though. You have a lot of Scott Chaplins out there.
You do have a lot of Scott Chaplins who I just recorded a working stiff with, which should be in your inbox now. We talked Dynamite, we talked Royal Rumble preview, but now I get to talk some Dynamite without being interrupted.
Yeah. Hey, let's do it.
Are you wearing a hat within a hat? It's very confusing.
A hat within a headband.
Ah.
Yeah, I was going to the gym and I ended up not going to the gym yet, so I'll go to the gym later. But,
what a rivet! That was riveting.
That's right. You got to give you context. I'm a journalist, Robert.
Look, by the way, 69305 needs to be banned forever from the show.
Are you sure? Because this is what he had to say, and I'm not necessarily against that, Robert.
Here's what I love, Tom. I know there's a live audience watching this right now. There's a number of people who listen to this podcast later on audio format, have no idea what 69305 even wrote. And you put it up on the screen, not even long enough for people to read it.
Oh, sorry.
And then it went away. So he wrote, best theme ever used at an event is I'm so excited. Hit it, Dom.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
All right. Now I'm excited to talk some Dynamite, Robert. We did kick off Dynamite with Kenny Omega versus friend of the show, Rocky Romero. My goodness, Rocky Romero got annihilated in what was a camera angle of the year for pro wrestling. He looked dead. Robert.
Man, I thought when they announced this match was not going to be a 5-star classic. Call off the award shows. Match of the year. Rocky Romero, Kenny Omega, main event anywhere, in any gymnasium, in any high school, in the greater Poughkeepsie region.
Ooh, Poughkeepsie.
I get what they were trying to do, but there are so many other people you could have put into this spot, especially because Kenny just got done saying last week, I'm done with the Don Callis family. And I was like, this is great. Let's move on. And then they immediately give someone to the Don Callis family. Every match on this show involved the Don Callis family in some form or fashion.
Yeah. Like, is it, well, not the women's title match, but yes, everything else I think did, right?
Everything else involved the Don Callis family except for the women's title match. But there is still Marina Shafir who's floating out there.
That's a good point. And
who's not part of the Don Callis family. I don't know why I just brought her up.
Oh, she's Death Riders.
She's part of the Death Riders who are feuding with the Don Callis family.
To your point, it's so confusing as to who lies with who and what are they, baby face or heel? It's a big egregiousness I take with this past episode here. But yeah, Robert. Then we had a little confrontation with all the featured players and what is
So
the
I wanna
world title
hold on. I
picture.
just want to point something out. So 69305, who's now
Mhm.
just taken over our show, said it's like the Heenan family back in the day. So the reason that the Heenan family worked was it was such a shorthand for a lot of these guys that didn't get a chance to cut promos or couldn't cut promos or for house shows that if
Mhm.
Bobby Heenan was there or Jimmy Hart was there or Mr. Fuji was there, it was a good shortcut for who to cheer, who to boo. If they come out with Bobby Heenan, you boo them. In 2026, you don't necessarily need that. And what I thought was so confusing was, is Don supposed to be good at his job or bad at his job? And I say that because most of the guys that he represented failed in their missions on the show. And then there's a lot of tension within members of the Don Callis family. So it becomes tricky of like with Heyman, Heyman is always successful. The
Yes.
bloodline, the vision. And when they're not successful, there are immediate ramifications and adjustments.
Mhm.
The opening match, Rocky Romero loses to Kenny Omega clean. They've got 42 guys in the Don Callis family. Nobody comes out there and somehow interferes.
Right. The only thing I like about the match is it's short. I think they need to do much more shorter matches. So,
Well, they definitely, Rocky Romero is definitely short. After this match, one thing that they did that was good, and then they did bad consistently throughout the show is they idiot proofed this opening segment. So if you're just tuning in casually, you learn from this opening segment Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, Swerve, Andrade are all going after the world title. And the most important thing in any wrestling company is who is your world champion? And we've
Mhm.
criticized AEW that they weren't doing a great job of that. Now the focus is everybody wants to be champ. That worked for me, Don.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And they did it at the end of the show too.
I was gonna get. Yeah, I was gonna get. That's why the symmetry, man. It's all about the symmetry.
all about the symmetry.
It's all about the memories, man. Sorry, I just can't hardly wait.
Speaking of symmetry, we have symmetry between Hologram and his clone, El Clone.
Missed a match. You missed a match. You missed a match. I'm begging. You missed the other main event at any high school gym, anywhere in the
Oh my
Shreveport,
God, I did. You're
Louisiana
right.
area. John Moxley
Wow.
and Ace Austin.
Yes.
So they tried, bless their hearts, on commentary. In the it's. Have you read David Foster Wallace?
No, I didn't. I did
So-
have the book for a time being. The Infinite.
He had a couple books, but Infinite Jest. One of the things that's wonderful about Infinite Jest is there are a number of footnotes, and the footnotes are meant, in some ways, just to be entertaining, in some ways to kind of eliminate all sins of things that might not have been thoroughly explained. That is Excalibur on an episode of Dynamite. Ace Austin comes out and he's trying so hard to be like, oh, it's Ace Austin. He's won a number of matches on Ring of Honor, and we've seen him compete elsewhere, and this is his Dynamite debut, but you've seen him all over the world, and what a talent. Like, they spent a lot of time trying to make it seem like Ace Austin is very important. And we talked about, we like Ace Austin. We've seen him wrestle elsewhere. I've worked with Ace Austin. I didn't understand why he was sort of debuting on Dynamite, getting a shot at the Continental title or
Mhm.
Eliminator, whatever.
Eliminator.
And then Moxley beats him. And then Takeshita comes out and they confront each other, which made me think, I'm going to do the camera thing. I thought to myself, self? I can't do it without the labored breathing that he would have. But if Takeshita wanted a shot at Moxley, I'm pretty sure he could have just called up Tony Khan and been like, hey, give me this spot instead of Ace Austin.
Yeah, and Takeshi would have more of a case than Ace. So-
Willie Thornbrew throwing at him.
Mhm.
Bobby Heenan was the greatest wrestling manager of all time. Comparing him to anyone else is an insult. Bobby Heenan is an all-timer. Bobby Heenan is I mean, that is a fundamental key piece of my wrestling fandom.
Yes,
The Heenan family were consistently unsuccessful.
correct. They were.
And I would dare say Heenan's stronger position was on commentary.
Mm-hmm.
His managerial skills were absolutely fantastic, but put Bobby Heenan on commentary all day, every day, and I'm going to be the happiest man in the world.
No doubt. I mean, he had great chemistry with Nick Bockwinkel, but that was AWA. So,
But he did what? Look, he was fine as the manager of Flair and Perfect, and they would give him, every whatever, like you're going to go out there and manage. At one point, he managed the Brawler, the Brooklyn
He did.
Brawler.
Yeah. That's right. Well, yes. So we did actually have a title match, Robert. It was a TNT championship match. Mark Briscoe took on El Clone. And wow. Good match. It was a good match. I'm not gonna lie
Match
about
was
that.
totally fine. Again,
Yeah.
El Clone, not super established, but at the same time, Briscoe's TNT title run has been sort of inconsistent with how he's been on TV. Like, he was off TV for most of the Continental Classic.
Yep.
And I like him as a defending champion.
Me too.
But the post match was very, very funny.
Okay, explain. I thought it was well done, but explain.
Over on World Wrestling Entertainment, the global phenomenon that's going to be running.
Isn't that the World Wrestling Federation, Robert?
That's the worldwide leader in sports entertainment, but they lost to a panda, so not a thing anymore. Obviously, the U.S. title Open Challenge has been generating a tremendous amount of interest, a lot of really great matches. One guy who kept seemingly hanging on the cusp of getting that U.S. title shot was Tommaso Ciampa. And then Ciampa left. And then Mark Briscoe is like, we're going to have a TNT Open Challenge. And it gets answered by Tommaso Ciampa.
Did you like his debut?
I thought the production value was excellent.
Okay.
It felt like a big moment.
Yes.
Lights are out. There's the thing beating and all that. If I'm AEW, God help me, there's a couple of concerns that I have with this Ciampa debut.
Okay.
Number one, you're trying to get away from this TNA reputation, early 2000s, mid 2000s TNA, of every time someone leaves WWE, no matter who they are, they're going to show up on TNA programming. They left WWE. Doesn't matter who the hell it is. Oh my God, we got, fill in the blank.
Sure.
You're debuting Ciampa against Mark Briscoe, who's going up against his TNT title, which means either it's a one-off and he's going to go lose to Briscoe, or he's going to beat Briscoe. Either way, you have a locker room of guys who are busting their ass, who want opportunities, who want shots, who want to be pushed. And it's as soon as someone new pops in and shows up, that guy is getting TV time. That guy's getting an opportunity. And there's only so many slots on a broadcast. And I watch this and I'm like, hey, here's Ace Austin. All right, I got to learn who Ace Austin is and understand who he is. Here's El Clone. Here's Rocky Romero, who hasn't been on TV in a long time. Now here's Ciampa. You just spent the last 2 months getting me to care about Jet Speed.
Yeah.
And now they weren't on TV this week at all.
Good point.
There's only so many spots. And I said the best place for Ciampa would have been Ring of Honor. And they even talked about when he came in, it's like, oh, it's Tommaso Ciampa from Ring of Honor. I would have put him on ROH TV. That's just me. He could wind up there. I'm hoping that this leads to, hey, he doesn't beat Briscoe, but then we see him on ROH and he has a great opportunity and he's a good dude. But
I'm hoping he doesn't, Robert. I liked what they did. And my reasoning for this is, like, if you're looking at the well and you're looking at the landscape of wrestling in AEW and in WWE, AEW bringing in names like that, the field is thin for it to kind of pack a punch. And so the way his theme, the production of it all, and him showing up, he's not a huge main event star. He wasn't in WWE, but there was hope for him to get there. He didn't get utilized to the right manner, I think. And so this is an opportunity for AEW to capitalize on WWE's missteps.
100%.
It's a inverse of what has happened with AEW. Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, name them, and so him being put in this position. I also like the fact that he is not in the world title picture. He's in the TNT title picture because that's a title that you really had some good history starting off, and you lost it.
You did, but they haven't, part of it is they haven't made these belts. Also, Derek Mitchell's comment is absolutely tremendous. You wrote, oh, great, the TNT Open Challenge. If WWE is McDonald's, then AEW is McDowell's. If you don't know that reference, shame on you. And a tremendous Coming to America reference. But The thing is, if the TNT title, I've said this so many times, it's like I should just have it written on a shirt. AEW needs a brand split.
They
And
do.
if the TNT title was your secondary title on Collision, and you had let's say the international title or whatever that is your there's the unified title, is your 1A belt,
Yes.
all the better for it. And then every week you're consistently seeing Mark Briscoe wrestling the best in the world in open challenges or having a story building to it. And then it has its unique identity versus there's the Continental title that now has all these crazy rules around it. There's an international title that I don't think Okada has ever even defended.
Yeah. No.
There's just a lot on top of a lot on top of a lot. For the sake of time, we'll move forward. MJF, very down the middle promo for him.
Really? I thought he was MJF and he did his thing, and it was in a new, fresh way with a new, fresh opponent. Basically, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I mean, it wasn't down the middle. It was a fine MJF promo. You all need to be quiet. He's good at it. He delivers these brilliantly. I liked the making fun of Aleister Black with turning the lights on and off. The Buddy Murphy thing as they're about to go to Australia. That's interesting timing to bring up Buddy for the first time in quite some time. I'll do the beard stroke there. This was fine. I'm excited to see where they go with it. He does the great heel thing of reminding the audience what they're supposed to be doing by don't you dare bark at him. Oh, we're supposed to bark. Let's bark. Like it's good. It's down the middle. Totally fine. Him and Brody, I've booked him and Brody before. They have good chemistry. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get my favorite kind of match, Tom. It's an eliminator match.
Mine too. You put an eliminator match above a world title match, I'm all for it.
Disappointed in what we got next. Thekla versus Chris Statlander.
Okay, I am too in a certain way, but I want to get your take first.
We didn't get a Sisters of Sin promo.
Oh, that's right. They got sent to the back, Robert.
We've been sent to the back, to the dark. Enter the darkness. Sisters of Sin. This was a feud that has been built for months.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just blow it off seemingly here in a random match in the middle of a show. And then move on to all new people. Thekla is a unique character. She's very good in the ring. She's more interesting than Chris Statlander in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Why couldn't you have saved this for maybe your signature Las Vegas show or the Australia show or the pay-per-view instead of this town that they're calling Austin, Texas, but it ain't Austin, Texas?
Yeah. Look, they booked themselves in a corner again with this match. Like,
not me. Book any. Don't put this on me.
No, I said they.
You said you and then they, whatever.
You, Robert, you did it. I blame you. Thekla deserves better. No, she's so talented. She's got a charisma, personality, presence, and you're just making her part of the glorified job squad. It feels like. I don't like.
I don't get it. I think it was it was weak. It was limp. And guys,
hey,
you already know what time it is. It's time to level up, and Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. I'm talking next level championship belt gold-plated energy. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation for the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast incarnate that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection to your brain and body. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with code RUMOR. That's promo code RUMOR. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this episode of Rumor and Innuendo. We got a tag title match, Davis and Doyle versus FTR. They did not do these men any favors. It was a good match. They were all heels. Stokely being out there in his injured capacity was like, oh, we got to boo FTR. Davis and Doyle, who attacked John Moxley earlier in the show, oh, they're heels. We got to boo them. Still don't quite understand why we did this, except for after the match, you had Moxley attack Davis and Doyle and the Death Riders, because the Death Riders are baby faces who are feuding with the Don Callis family, right, Dom?
I guess.
Wrong, because they immediately followed this up with an Orange Cassidy promo where he talked
Yeah.
about how much he hates the Death Riders.
Well, let's. I don't know if you caught this, Robert, but apparently Jake Doyle tore his bicep.
I did hear that after the fact, yes.
Which is a bummer. Very bummer.
It's a bummer, but like the whiplash I got from, we went straight from Moxley and the Death Riders getting revenge on what Davis and Doyle did to Orange Cassidy talking about how evil the Death Riders are.
Yeah.
I don't understand that hard.
No, why are they making this so complicated?
Oh, sorry, we already did this. That would have been the time. That would have been the time. That would have been the time to throw the Blue Chew, but I stink at my job, and guys, some men mask their BO with sense. And if you've been to a wrestling show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But Mando men get the job done right. Don't mask it, Mando it. Available in retailers near you, or head to shopmando.com, because for a limited time, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Just use code RUMOR at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness. Something that was fresh was the main event of Dynamite. It was Swerve Strickland. It was Andrade. What a barn burner, Dom.
This was a great match. My favorite AEW match of the year so far, for several reasons. Those guys have really good chemistry together. Obviously, both are talented.
Did you forget the Rocky Romero match at the beginning of this show?
Jeez, I did. Dang it. But I did like how they handled Andrade. I think ongoing issue that both companies have had with Andrade is how to handle him and book him and position him in the right manner. Him going ringside and getting girls' numbers, and then like girls handing him like lipstick and all that kind of stuff. It's really, I think it adds something that, if you don't have a manager for him, it gives him some added charisma that I think he kind of exudes, but doesn't necessarily always get across on the microphone. So I thought that was great for him. And I thought it was great how he won too. Oh, let's get your thoughts.
I agree in that you needed somebody to face Kenny Omega, and you were not going to give away Kenny and Swerve. Andrade getting the low blow works. My concern is we saw Andrade flame out spectacularly in two companies last year.
Right.
There has been some rumor and innuendo as to what led to his WWE departure. He was difficult to work with in AEW before, and now you're thrusting him back into the spotlight. I would be a little wary. Obviously, we're going to be getting to Kenny Omega MJF. That kind of feels like where they're building to. So it's a way to elevate Andrade to beat him and appease him a little bit. But if I'm Tony, I would be treading lightly when it comes to Andrade, hoping that he can prove, hey, he's here for the right reasons and can do the right thing. And there's no reason to believe otherwise. 2026 is a new year. We hope the best for him. Dynamite ended as it began, which was everyone's hoping the worst for MJF. You got Kenny coming after him, Andrade coming after him, Hangman coming after him, Swerve's coming after him, Samoa Joe's coming after him. We're not coming after him because we're MJF fans. But you know where we are coming. Where I did not like that transition at all, but no, yeah, it was just it. We'll be coming to a screen near you tomorrow at noon Eastern, as we are every Monday through Friday on a plethora of platforms, including WWE Creative _ISH X account, the @Dominic D'Angelo X account, the @SE Scoops X account, as I'm stifling a hiccup, and on YouTube on Rumor and Innuendo Podcast Heat and ad-free shows. So on behalf of the multi-layered Dominic D'Angelo, I'm Robert Karpelis. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Stay vibrant, everybody, and aware. Shh.